Hi everyone. So Spirit, again, I post videos as I'm guided, and I wanted to do this outside, and if you guys can hear in the background, there is a lawnmower going. So we'll just see how this turns out, and if I need to redo it, I will. But today's video is all about vulnerability. So some of the things I might talk about might be a little triggering for some of you, but I just, again, felt like, Spirit's really pushing me to be a little bit more vulnerable, especially in the spiritual community. It's, we always, obviously, we want to show the best of ourselves or shine our light for everyone. But sometimes we fail to also share the parts of us that make us human. We're all spiritual at the core of who we are. But on any given day, we all are human. We all have our issues, myself included. And so they're kind of just like, you know what, you really need to speak to that. So I just thought, okay, so I don't know exactly where this is going. I have a little bit of ideas, but I thought about titling this video, "It's Okay Not to Be Okay." I'll be okay, but sometimes I'm not okay. And I've really been starting to, look at within myself and kind of figure out, where do I get in my way when it comes to being vulnerable. And anything that I speak of, or people, for the sake of privacy, again, I have a couple things that I want to share, but out of respect for, the people that I love, who I might tap into when it comes to sharing this, just want to, again, say, I will do my best to respect their privacy. So back to the subject of vulnerability. It's like, looking into that and really sharing that it's okay, that I don't have to be, perfect every single day. And I will say, oh, that's where I wanted to go. Okay, stay with me, guys. Sometimes I just start, okay. So that last video I posted, and it was about my holistic life coaching, and I was talking about, all of the things that entails, and keeping ourselves in balance, and how that looks, and I said, literally, knock on wood, I haven't been sick, and the last time I was sick was back in March. So this is me being vulnerable, sharing this with you guys. Shortly after that video, it might have been the same day actually, I discovered some, and not to get too personal, but I discovered a couple lumps that I had, and anything that we find that is a lump, bump, that shouldn't be there within our body is, obviously very scary. And aside from that, so that was really, scary for me this last week. But being that I'm a medical practitioner, but I also believe in more holistic practices and the chakras, and that when, as I said in the video, when something is out of balance within, it's going to manifest within the body. So I kind of was like, okay, let's take everything in, what this could potentially mean for me, as far as why is this showing up. And then the other part, going back to the vulnerability, on top of that, my skin has really been acting up lately. A lot of, like rashes and things like that, and I've been prone to that in the past, and usually my skin would flare up when I was really emotionally out of whack. And it started actually when I was a teenager, when I moved overseas for a couple of years. And so, and no doctor, I went to so many different doctors, nobody could tell me what it was from, and then it used to manifest a lot when I was in the military, when I would be going through emotional highs and lows. So what I'm trying to say is, so even my skin has really been kind of out of whack. Now, mind you, I also was like, well, I'm outside a lot. I ride my bike. I'm exposed to the elements. You know, it's summer, bugs, mosquitoes. I'm really sensitive to that. And sorry, the sun's in my face here. I'm not trying. I'm like, maybe you should pull this over. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. I pressed a button so the sun wouldn't be shining in my face, and I accidentally turned off the video. So let me try this again. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. So there might be a part 2 of this. So what I was talking about before the video shut off is about my skin, and that, you know, recently it's been really acting up. So, you know, and I kind of, again, what is that showing us? So just knowing what I know based on, you know, like, our skin is our most protective organ. So if it's inflamed, and I have a tendency to be, you know, unconsciously sometimes just like messing with it, it's like, what is that telling me? And if you look that up, it can kind of manifest from a lot of the different chakras, mostly from what I know and what I've read, more specifically our root chakra, because again, this is our protective layer. So if there's something that's kind of showing itself, where am I feeling unprotected, or where am I feeling too vulnerable to certain things? So I'm just, again, sharing, because it's like, I've noticed, and this happened to me a couple months ago as well, that I was sharing a video, and again, Spirit was guiding me to share, and as I was talking and sharing and being vulnerable, my throat started getting scratchy, my voice started acting funny. I could feel it and sense it. I don't know, I don't think it came across on the video. It's one of my older videos, but right after I shut off that video, I was up in bed with the chills and under the covers, and I didn't have a fever, but I was like, what is happening? And then it's interesting, because here I was experiencing some of these things shortly after my last video talking about health and all of the balance. And somebody I follow on YouTube, and I actually have my own coaching healing session with him set up for later this month, actually posted exactly what I've been going through, and how, you know, during your awakening process, which isn't a one-stop shop, this is over a period of time, that as you kind of go through like another level, that the body has to acclimate or catch up with that. So for instance, I was just, you know, trying to figure this out on my own, and then, you know, he talked about how even though highly intuitive people that have some sense of this, that we are programmed to go see a medical doctor. Well, yeah, so guilty, and I did go to a medical doctor, but I also know that it is deeper than that, and I just have to be open to all possibilities. So anyway, I wrote a comment on his video, and I said, wow, thank you. You have no idea how divinely timed this is, because I'm literally going through this exact thing. It's like 2 steps forward. I'm so sorry, that sun is bothering me, and I don't want to mess up the video. Hold on, guys. Please don't shut off. Are you still there? We're still here. It's not working. And here goes that mower again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I thought, oh, this would be beautiful outside. I'm just trying to make a little adjustment. Okay. So I left a comment, and I was like, you know, you have no idea. I was just at the doctor's recently. I'm going through this right now, and I'm looking forward to my session to go a little bit deeper into that. But I guess the point that Spirit wanted me to get out there is that even when you do spiritual work, we're human beings. We all have issues. myself included, like I said before, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but really taking stock of where, again, where I get in my own way and not projecting my issues onto other people. So again, for instance, with your twin flame or your person, during these periods where you're not maybe in a physical relationship or even talking for that matter, really taking this time to really go within yourself and just own your shit, basically. It's like, what would I do differently if I had the chance now? And for me, being vulnerable and, you know, working on myself and doing a lot of reading and things like that, I've really started to identify why I seem to keep a very small circle, almost like a barrier in a way, around me. And it's a defense mechanism, and I can own that, and I understand a little bit more of where that comes from and why I am who I am, and that's okay. We're all on this journey to, you know, become more self-aware of our issues and things like that. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. If I could just... Oh, okay. I think we're good. You know, and just be in that state of self-awareness of where, you know, can I work on these things within myself? Not so concerned about what their hang-ups are, what their issues are. What do I bring to the table? What is it about? What do I need to work on as Catherine, regardless of what they're doing? So I've really just been looking at that, and that's what I kind of wanted to share. It's about being vulnerable. And as I want to expand on my health coaching, I know they're kind of pushing me out there to kind of show, and I'm trying, you know, where I was before I started this journey and who I am now. And so I'm really wanting to do that. I'm just trying to find some pictures and get all of the... I'm not techie with this stuff, so right now some of the things that I want to do are kind of in this gray holding pattern until I can get those details worked out. But yeah, so back to vulnerability. It's about, okay, so why my skin might be acting up. Maybe I'm, you know, something, I feel vulnerable to something. I don't know. Maybe I feel a little too vulnerable right now. Whatever it is, it's healing up. That's the good news. The good news is that I'm looking into it deeper, addressing it. So that's, you know, that's great. However, as far as emotional vulnerability, I am an air sign. So an air sign, my personality is, I will take on, and then once I've reached my breaking point or my limit, that's it, I'm out. And that can be very cutthroat, and I'm starting to identify more why is it that I do that. And also where I'm fearful when it comes to expressing my needs, that, you know, I do have a hard time telling people that are close to me, I'm not okay today, I really need you, or can you just stop and talk to me? And sometimes, depending on who that person is, maybe they're not in a space where they can offer that to you. So that, you just have to let people be who they are. But in my life in general, I did not have that freedom to go to those people, and it started as a child to say, I need. And that has obviously been a pattern that is manifested throughout most of my relationships and with people in general. And it's like, if I say that I need something negative is going to happen, or it's going to turn into an argument or a fight. Or so you know, being, again, I was in the military, it's like holding the fort down. You have to be strong. You're you know, this, you have to model that. And it's like, and then after a while, you're like, it becomes again a defense mechanism where then it goes a little bit over the top to where you're afraid to be vulnerable, you're afraid to put yourself out there because of past experience. Well, if I speak my truth or I speak my feelings, something is going to happen, someone's going to leave, or whatever that case is. So I guess I just wanted to share that, you know, and just say I am doing okay now. I do have to go back to the doctor, and I am going to follow up on this, and I am looking at it again from a holistic approach. It's not, you know, I just need to look deeper at where my issues are. And I just wanted to say, you know what, it's okay not to be okay, and to share that with people and say, you know, I might need help here, or I am really worried about this, or, you know, having those people that you feel like you can express your feelings to. And I'm a work in progress, and I'm working on that, and I'm looking at that deeper. And, you know, when it comes to my personal relationships, really honoring this is who I am, but how can I improve, or how can I express myself better so it's not so, it's like, be vulnerable to say I need, I want, and feel safe with that is where I'm at right now. So I guess that's all I really wanted to say. It's just kind of, you know, be vulnerable, be real, we're people, and even the most spiritual person, no matter what image or whatever they project, that's not always, we're not always doing our best. And so yeah, and I'm sorry about all the sunshine and things. And again, I have wonderful services available, my coaching sessions, my readings. I'm just wanting to do more like inspiring, and just, again, this is part of my journey, just to share who I am with you. So I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care, guys, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye.